It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Good work, good work. He ain't playing with nobody. Step in that ring with him, be prepared. Oh my God! All day. There you go. That's it. That's it. Just relax. There you go. Just relax. Good round. Good round. That's it. That's it. That's it, y'all. Yeah, good round. That's it. That's all he did today. God damn. Just got off the brain.
You ever see Tank sparring with guys 3-8 classes up and think, nah, that's not showboating. That's surgical work. Watching Gervonta in those sessions is like watching a precision instrument get stress tested. Every roll under a big man's swing tightens his timing. Every inside exchange sharpens the uppercut that ends nights. I'm telling you, those heavy partners don't make him slower. They force him to compact to find angles to deliver brutal power from tiny windows.
Tank is one of the faces of boxing, along with Canelo Alvarez. It would be huge to knock one of them faces off that Mount Rushmore boxing.
He's a solid fighter. It's gonna be great. Come watch the first. All that. Not saying what you said about if you knock me out, you gonna do this. Alright now. I seen it.
We've seen the result in his fights. A smaller frame that hits like a freight train because it learned how to survive and punish bigger bodies. If you want a highlight reel, fine. But if you want proof Tank's bulk isn't a liability, watch him dig under a heavyweight's guard and still make you blink first.
I'm gonna go with my boy Tank. He's polished. He actually can box, which a lot of people don't give him no credit for. Boxing, even though he's a smaller guy, he got box and can bang. So he's there for a reason.
And great speed too, right?
And good hand speed. Yeah. Very good hand speed.
And just when you thought Tank's sparring stories couldn't get any wilder, boom, Keith Hunter jumps in and starts painting the kind of gym tale that sounds like a deleted scene from Creed 3. The man straight up said Tank hit him so hard he had to check if his legs were still connected, but then flipped the script and claimed Tank himself started going into survival mode halfway through.
With that being said, I feel that after the first two of him giving me like 100% of what he got, I felt he depleted and he went into survival mode himself. I don't know, within my experience, I don't know if he could take it as much as he dishing it, you know? That's just what I feel.
You can almost picture Floyd Mayweather, Calvin Ford, and the whole crew jumping into the ring like a WWE tag team brawl just broke out in a Vegas gym. But here's the thing, when real dogs spar, pride is on the line, not titles. And you can feel that energy. Hunter's saying he stood his ground, Tank was unloading bombs, and suddenly everyone's egos started ducking lower than Tank's head movement.
My brother stiffed arm, you know, to just to de-escalate Tank's trainer, pushed him back, and then Floyd, he's a little guy, so he was in the corner. Not to say anything like, you know, all due respect, but, you know, the artillery that the Hunters had that time, you know, Tank and Floyd, you know, they made an error in their own house, and they thought that they could, you know, they thought that Tank can go low on me and that nothing was gonna happen.
That's classic Tank. He brings heat even when it's supposed to be just sparring. Once he smells competition, it doesn't matter if it's an opponent, a sparring partner, or a cousin at Thanksgiving. He's throwing with bad intentions. And just when you thought those heavyweight sparring stories were wild, Shakur Stevenson slides in and drops his own Tank tale like he's opening a vault from Area 51. This man said he and Gervonta went at it at 2 in the morning. No cameras, no crowd, just two southpaws throwing chess moves with bad intentions. You can already tell it wasn't your average spar. That's a midnight test of pride.
Nah, sparring was kept in the gym. It was kept in the gym, and then he got like, I don't know what was going on at the point of time that he just felt the way he felt, and he went on the air and said something funny. But nah, I think sparring still should stay in the gym. I think if I'm being honest about that sparring with me and him, it was like good work.
And Shakur being Shakur is out here saying, yeah, it was good work. Nobody got dropped. Nobody got buzzed. But you and I both know when a fighter starts using words like good work. It's boxing code for we both landed some shots. But I'm not telling you who felt it more. And that's what makes it beautiful. Because that quiet confidence, that's not trash talk. That's two future legends building history in a gym before the world even knew it. I'm telling you, if there was a camera rolling that night, that footage would break boxing Twitter in half.
It was like good work. Me and him, two smart fighters. I ain't gonna say, I felt like if it was a fight, I won, but it was good work. Like, it was somebody, he made me think, I made him think. Like, it was good work for both of us, so that's how I looked at it.
How long ago was that?
That was a minute ago. That was before I turned pro. I was an amateur at that time. That was right before his world title fight with Pedraza. Before the fight that like put him.
And just when we were still digesting that whole Shakur Stevenson sparring story, boom, the boxing world hits us with another left hook straight out of nowhere. Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis might actually be in jeopardy. Yeah, you heard that right. Showbiz the adult was literally watching Halloween movies with his family when this bombshell dropped. And honestly, it feels fitting because this news is straight horror for boxing fans. 1 minute we're watching Tank knocking out heavyweights in sparring. The next minute Jake Paul's apparently looking for a replacement.
May be canceled. It's a civil suit, from my understanding, and I don't want to, confuse you guys or misinform you guys. I didn't look into it much, but from my understanding, it's a civil suit. It probably could turn into worse. A woman who is a waitress at a club. So I don't know all the details. You guys check the details, but Jake Paul is looking for a replacement for Gervonta Tank.
I mean, bro, we were 2 weeks away from chaos, from memes, from possibly the most viral fight of the year, and now this. It's like the final boss just rage quit before the match started. You can almost hear the internet crying in slow motion. But here's the twist. This might not be over yet. It's a civil case, not a criminal one, which means technically this fight could still go down if the storm settles. And look, I get what Showbiz is saying. Fighters need help decompressing. You can't expect dudes who get paid to throw nukes for a living to just switch it off at home. Like, honey, pass the remote. Nah, that's not how that works.
Mannix, love you, boy. That was my brother. He posted that Jake Paul is looking for a replacement for Gervonta Tank Davis for their fight on Friday, November 14th. Because I'm not sure if you guys know Gervonta Tank Davis and the DV allegations, the new one that it was just covered yesterday as breaking news for Gervonta.
Maybe the sport does need therapy sessions after fights, not just CT scans. Because when you've got this much pressure, fame, and power, something's bound to crack. Still, it's wild. The biggest event of the year might be hanging by a thread. So yeah, let's all just hope the situation clears up, because the last thing we need is Jake Paul fighting a backup YouTuber instead of Tank. And just when you thought the chaos surrounding Tank's fight couldn't get any messier, Greg Hackett jumps in swinging verbal jabs at everybody. This man came in like the voice of reason and the uncle at the cookout who's seen it all. He basically said, yo, chill out. They're just sparring, and honestly, he's right. Shakur and Raymond Ford catching heat for helping Jake Paul. Come on. People act like they just joined Team Disney villains. It's sparring, not betrayal.
Paul, for one, is not even a real fighter. Two, he's not even a 35 or 47, nothing. He's a fucking cruiserweight. So it's like, y'all trying to help me crush Tank. It's like y'all trying to really...
Yo, it ain't no secret they don't with him. Like, it ain't. Yo,
no, it ain't.
It ain't no secret that they
no,
don't
it ain't, but it's like, damn,
I'm not even mad.
It's like, but y'all sending in like the Avengers to help, like, you know what I'm saying?
Hackett broke it down perfectly. These guys got daughters, bills, and passports. If Jake Paul's flying you to Puerto Rico, paying you, and putting you in a gated villa, bro, that's not disloyalty. That's a smart business trip with sunshine and Wi-Fi. And let's be honest, Jake Paul recruiting all of Tank's old rivals is straight chess, not checkers. The man's building his Avengers of Revenge squad, and we can't even be mad at it. But the best part, Greg Hackett calling Tim Bradley a hustler. And he meant that as a compliment. That's when you know this convo went from serious to hilarious. He's basically saying, Tim might talk wild, but that man grinds harder than a Canelo training montage. And you know what? Hackett's got a point. Everyone's out here acting shocked like sparring Jake Paul is some moral crime when really it's just business in boxing circus tent.
And I just wanted to say, the reason I said Tim, because Tim Bradley's a hustler, man, at the end of the day. I f with Tim Bradley. I be seeing Tim Bradley Jones. He's a hustler. I like Tim Bradley. I mean, he's funny. It's the game, though. What you gonna do? Come with the game.
Fighters sparred, they talk trash, they cash checks, repeat, that's the game. So yeah, people can keep crying about loyalty, but as Hackett said, when those Puerto Rican waves are hitting and that Jake Paul paycheck clears, loyalty is probably chilling in the hotel minibar. And while Twitter melts down, remember this, the gym doesn't care about your takes. It cares about timing, power, and who shows up to work. So let the online mob scream, we'll watch the fighters turn paperwork into paydays and sparring into storylines. At the end of the day, the proof isn't in the tweets, it's in the ring. Man, what a ride. From Tank Davis trading bombs with heavyweights to Shocker's secret to spar. And now Greg Hackett turning boxing drama into a masterclass in perspective. This whole build-up's been pure madness.
I don't know how to explain. It's like if you get all the bullies together and get them to help this one kid that ain't had no business in the yard anyway.
Yo, that's too bad, motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying. Like, damn.
Three. Montana
down there.
Savage.
It's like, and I get it, cause man, listen, you gotta take care of these babies, man. You gotta do what you, and they gonna gain from it too.
1 minute we're watching Tank turn the gym into a war zone. The next minute, Jake Paul's pulling chess moves like he's Thanos collecting sparring partners. And somehow, everyone's got something to say. Everyone's got to take. But that's what makes this sport the wildest show on earth. It's chaos. It's ego. It's greatness in motion. So, now I got to ask you, is Tank's bulk up strategy genius or risky? Was Shakur just doing smart business or crossing line helping Jake? Drop your thoughts down below. Let's cook in the comments. And yo, don't ever forget to like, share, and subscribe to Boxing Blaze where the fight talk never sleeps. See you in the next one.